Hello and welcome, my Taurus friends. This is Jennifer from Mystic Star. I want to thank you so much for spending time with me today and watching this video. This is going to be a group reading for my friends born under the Taurus zodiac sign. Today we're going to explore what to expect in the month of October, obstacles that you may face, and tools that will help you get through the month. The deck that I chose, of course, had to be the Witch's Tarot. I couldn't pass up October without using it. I will end off this session with an oracle blessing from the Enchanted Oracle. Like always, there's links below to both these fabulous decks, so should they speak to you, you can go check them out for yourselves. Alright, my Taurus friends, let's see what the cards hold for you today. What card symbolizes my Taurus friends? Oh, got a jumper here. That's the Eight of Wands. Eights are about movement and manifestation. Wands about passion and creativity. So we're looking at these wands descending from the universe, and they're honing themselves right on you and right in a space that's going to cause beautiful abundance and growth. Your abilities to manifest things are going to exponentiate throughout the month of October. So let's look at what the challenge is going to be, because if that's your card for October, Taurus, you're really sitting high in your horse there. So what challenges face my Taurus friends? We have the Moon. The Moon is the 18th card in the Major Arcana. And it speaks about that unknown, the uncertainty, and fear. We fear the dark. We're taught from small children, things come out in the dark and they will get us. So that fear is what's really going to hold us back. And that's going to be the biggest obstacle that we have, is that fear. The fear of the unknown, the fear of what might be. Those things that we can't truly see and that the universe is sharing with us. However, we don't understand. That fear is going to be increased because our ego is going to step onto that bandwagon. Our ego does not want the Eight of Wands in our lives. That talks about movement and change. Ego doesn't like that. Ego will really connect into the Moon and really grab hold of those fears. Let's look at the rest of the month, my Taurus friends. What does the beginning of October look like for my Taurus friends? Nines are about all that hard work that you've put in, everything that you've achieved so far in your life. Wands are about that passion. And the Nine of Wands really highlights that ability to defend what you believe in, knowing the sun is rising in behind you so that things are going to get better. However, you're willing to defend all that you've achieved so far. That's going to be important in the beginning of October. People may challenge you and your beliefs of what you're achieving so far and what you are looking at achieving. Some of this Eight of Wands will be coming into the Nine of Wands, and you may have to defend your thoughts and your feelings there. Let's look at the middle of the month. What can my Taurus friends expect for the middle of October? Oh, how beautiful. The Empress. She's the third card in the Major Arcana, and she speaks about abundance, fertility, and growth. So really, you may have to defend yourself a little bit in the beginning of October. However, in the middle of October, you're really embracing that passion that really is highlighting this month. Additionally, the Empress can connect into another facet of the Moon that your ego will never touch. And that's the Goddess. The Goddess is connected into the Moon because of the triple aspect. There's a lot of power within the Moon that we can tap into our benefit. Obstacles may challenge us. However, even the hardest and most challenging obstacle can still give us tools and support and energy. And that's exactly what's going to happen. In the middle of the month, the Empress is going to tap into the Moon. And that's going to be really easy because the veils are thinning. So the Empress has a lot of energy in the moon to tap into so that you could really see some abundance and growth in the middle of the month. All right, let's look at what the end of October will bring my Taurus friends. Oh, we have another amazing lady here, the Queen of Wands. Queens are that feminine, nurturing element in the suit. Now, don't get me wrong, she is a kick-butt element, and she is a force to be reckoned with. And she's going to come in at the end of the month. She kind of really ignites the Empress, where the Empress is a little bit more of that feminine, gentle energy. The Queen of Wands comes in blazing. She is all ready to go. She too is about fertility and abundance. So, like I said at the beginning, you have great ability to manifest what it is you want, especially if you're looking at trying to manifest children. If you're trying to create children, the middle to end of October is going to be fantastic. You've got the Empress energy and the Queen of Wands energy. So those last 2 or 3 weeks of October are really going to be a time that is going to be very fertile. Now we have the Empress really being flanked by a lot of wands. October is really going to be a passionate month for you. It's going to really bring in that fire and that willpower, and that's really going to help you overcome the moon and that any other obstacle that you face. So let's look at these obstacles. What obstacles do my Taurus friends face at the beginning of October? The King of Cups. Now we underwater into the fire and we get a lot of smoke. And that's exactly what's going to happen at the beginning of October. You're going to find that your intuition and those emotions are going to sneak up on you and really impact your ability to connect in with that inner fire and get you going forward. Kings are that fully developed personality. He has the most control over this, and he's going to try and control the Nine of Wands. She doesn't want to be controlled. She's got it going on. She's using that inner fire. He's all about water. So lots of misdirection coming at the beginning of October. Now we'll go on to the middle of October. What challenges and obstacles, got a jumper here, do my Taurus friends face? The Ace of Swords. Aces are a gift. Swords are about truth and knowledge. The Empress does not do knowledge. She does feelings, emotions. She's about that passion and sensuality. She's not about silly knowledge. However, you're going to be inspired by a piece of knowledge or learning about something in the middle of the month. My suggestion, note the book, note what that information is that you want to go check into, and put it to the side and connect in with that Empress. She has more power and more ability to shift things for you than that knowledge does. And finally, at the end of the month, what obstacle do my Taurus, got a jumper here, face? And that's the Nine of Swords. We are now multiplying the swords up here. So the Nine of Swords is the depression card. She's trapped herself in and she's feeling very lost. Again, we're looking at those feelings coming in and impacting this queen. Swords are not about emotion, however, we attach emotion as we're emotional beings. So that's why we have depression in the Nine of Swords. Swords should all be about knowledge. Swords are cold, true knowledge. They're not about those warm and fuzzy or icky feelings. So these three things, and it's interesting that we're dealing with this knowledge and depression row here, where we've got emotion here, we've added emotion to the swords. So really this fear that the moon's going to be bringing out is really going to be connected into this nine. Those worries, those things that you feel like you have failed at. That's what's really going to come up at the end of the month. Now we are dealing with double nines. We have the Nine of Swords and the Nine of Wands. In angel messages, and we see repeated nines, it's a time to take care and love yourself. Have compassion for yourself. That's a big message, because this, combined with the moon, can be really hard to move forward. That's what's really going to stop the growth and abundance that October can bring you. Let's look at what's going to help. What's going to help my Taurus friends move forward in October? Oh, how beautiful. The Star. The 17th card in the Major Arcana. She talks about our hopes and dreams. When we focus in on our hopes and dreams, our Empress is already part of that, and so is the Eight of Wands. You connect in the Star, and you're really connecting in that balance of both the spirit and the grounded world, and her passion and creativity. She's connected in. She's also a very creative card. She can overcome these three quite easily, because when these three start to wriggle and niggle in your head, Taurus, it's a time to connect into the Star. You want to look at your hopes and dreams. How can you manifest them? How do you create them? We're not going to be handed our hopes and dreams. We have to work at it. So what do you need to do to make this happen? Let's look at the final piece here. What other information will help my Taurus friends throughout the month of October? And that's the Two of Swords. Twos are about duality and choice. That indecision, and that's very much what we have in the Two of Swords, is that indecision will negatively impact the Star. However, the Two is about choice. Once you have made that choice, it's going to really add more basis and strength to the Star. She is poised. If she should unfurl her arms, she's ready to attack. She has that knowledge base that will help the Star move forward. The knowledge base that's going to aid the Empress and the Eight of Wands and the Queen and the Nine. So it's going to be making that decision, and that's going to help propel you forward. All right, let's look at what your shadow self wants to share. And that's the Six of Swords. Sixes are about harmony and balance. We have a lot of swords sneaking in here. That knowledge piece is going to be really important. You really are on that cusp of being able to move yourself forward just a little bit. Your shadow self is asking you to take care of while you're on this journey. You need to keep yourself balanced. Things may be very chaotic and uncertain. However, we want to get to that placid, more calm waters. We have to be able to take what we're dealing with here and move it forward. We're not going to be able just to leave everything behind. We have to use what we have. So using the goddess energy, using the power and skill of the king to overcome the Nine of Swords. Even in the most challenging obstacles, we can find tools and resources. Taking that gift of knowledge and using it to aid you. Use what we have on our journey. It will help you. All right, my Taurus friends, let's look at a blessing. What blessing does October bring for my Taurus friends? And that's bewitching. Bewitching talks about that all the power, the information, and abilities you need, you already have. Or you have the ability to seek out. You can receive the knowledge and guidance you need as long as you ask. It's just finding the right person, the person that you trust, so that they can help you forward. For those who wish, you can pause the video here and reflect on the cards. This is a group reading, however the cards were drawn especially for my Taurus friends. What further information do the cards hold for you? Like I said, this is a group reading. If you're looking for a more specific or personal reading, you can follow the link below and schedule a private reading with myself. That said, I hope that you found this video fun and helpful, and that you're able to gain some direction and insight into what October holds. I want to thank you so much for spending time with me today and watching this video. I will continue to create videos for my zodiac friends in the upcoming weeks. If you have any suggestions or comments, please feel free to leave them below. I am always up for feedback from my friends. If you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for the latest content. You never know where I'm gonna go, and I'd hate for you to miss a video. Also, if you like this video and want to help me make more, I have a Patreon page with many tiers and lots of perks. In some of the tiers, the perks are private readings with myself. I've provided a helpful link below, so why not go check it out. Until tomorrow, my Taurus friends.